Well, hello there and welcome back to the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel, where today I'll be giving my match reaction for the Middlesbrough versus Hull City game, which for me just took place. For you will be about a few hours, depending on what time you're watching this. It was a very, very good game. Another game where we have won it on the run in our away form. Because our away form is now 6 games unbeaten. Our home form is 6 games, all of them losses. But we don't like to talk about our home form, especially when we're playing away. So obviously we did just play away at Middlesbrough, snatching a 1-0 victory. Coming into this game, we knew it was going to be a hard one. Middlesbrough, they're pushing to get back into the playoff places after just getting knocked out last night. So yeah, they're really trying the hardest to get in there. And we was coming into this game pushing for a draw and maybe a sneaky 1-goal victory, which we did come off with, so that was very good. The 1 goal did come from Keane Lewis-Potter in the 74th minute. Let's take a quick look at that goal.
Honeyman, Hull City's turn now to attack, and Smallwood goes wide to Keane Lewis-Potter. Keane Lewis-Potter's got Fleming underlapping him. Keane Lewis-Potter takes it on, and Keane Lewis-Potter has scored for the Tigers with 16 minutes to go.
There you are, that's the goal. It's a okay goal. The keeper definitely should have got to it and maybe stopped it, but it'll probably be in line for goal of the month. Considering we won't have that many goals to go off, we'll have to go into the under-23s, maybe the under-18s again, who knows. But yes, an okay goal, another goal for Keane Lewis-Potter on the road. He don't really like to score at home, does he? So let's go into some of the match facts so that we can really understand this game, as it is just a reaction. So the shots for both teams, there was 11 for Middlesbrough, 5 for City. Shots on target, it was only 4 for Middlesbrough and 3 for Hull City. Obviously, one of them being that Keane Lewis-Potter goal. Possession was split 62% for Middlesbrough, 38% for Hull City. Then the passes, there was 542 for Middlesbrough and only 336 for Hull City. So as you can see from this, Middlesbrough, they did dominate the game in some aspects, but didn't look like it. I'll get to onto that in a second. The pass accuracy was 82% for Middlesbrough, 69% for Hull City. The fouls were 7 for Middlesbrough, 13 for Hull City. Yellow cards, there was quite a few in this game. 3 for Middlesbrough, 5 for Hull City. No red cards to be shown. 2 offsides per team. And then there was 7 corners for Middlesbrough and only 1 for Hull City. So after this game, Middlesbrough did end up finishing 8th. So they are still outside of them playoff places, and we are still in 20th, knocking on the doors of Bristol in 19th, but obviously they did draw today. If they lost, we would have gone above them on goal difference, but with them picking up a draw, what can you do really, other than just take the nice 3 points that Middlesbrough decided to give us? So as I was saying, it looked like Middlesbrough didn't dominate the game, although the stats may suggest otherwise. But I'm going to say this for 2 reasons. Reason 1, the commentators that I was listening to were very biased towards them, praising every little thing that they did. Even with the goal that we scored, they was praising their players. So, yeah, very biased. And number 2, we was picking up interceptions so easily. We was playing off it. We was basically doing what we did against Huddersfield on a ×10 scale away from home, which I think they've got to celebrate the behind the scenes. It's looked like a very good week behind the scenes for Hull City, looking at some of the shots of the players with training and stuff. It's looked like it's been a very joyous week for the behind the scenes in the training camp. So I think that's reflected massively on the pitch today, where we did pick up these 3 points against the side that really should have beaten us. But hey, what? We got a double against Middlesbrough in a season. I think that might be the only double that we've got this season. I'm not too sure on that. But yeah, 3 goals against Middlesbrough and conceded absolutely no goals against them this season. And it doesn't look like they're going to get promoted, but neither does it look like we're going to get relegated. So there's a high likelihood that we're going to play against each other next season. Because obviously with this win today, it's just solidified our place just in that 20th, 19th role a little bit more. So hopefully we don't get relegated. I still want to say like 1, maybe 2 more wins to make it a definite fact that we can't get relegated. But But yeah, we've got Barnsley, Derby, and Peterborough all in relegation on 28 or 29 points. So it is quite a gap between them and us on 44 points. But who knows, if they start picking up some wins and we play our games at home, we could see ourselves going back down to League One, but it's very, very unlikely. And obviously with this summer rebuild that has been promised from Ajun Lajali, I can see us going back up to the Prem within the next 2, maybe even next season, but don't hold your breath for that. I can see us maybe pushing for playoffs, but depending on some of the transfer signings that we see in the summer, we could be pushing for the topper ends of the playoff places, automatic promotions, fingers crossed. Obviously with the ex-Arsenal player Mesut Özil getting released, and us looking like one of the 2 highest potential signings for him, along with Inter Miami. So it's between us and David Beckham. Who's he going to choose? So yeah, hopefully we do pick up some good promising players. Obviously Ilkay Gundogan wanting to come to City. He doesn't, but he wants to come and watch a game this season, obviously because of Ajun Ilajali. But who knows, we could pick him up in a few seasons' time as a retirement club, but I'll talk more about that in a news video later on in the week. So yeah, it's a good game, a good solid 1-0 victory. I thought it was going to tip either way with that. It was probably one of the best Champions League, not Champions League, not quite there yet, Championship games I've seen this season, not from a City point of view, but from like a game as a whole. It was both teams were playing very well, and it had that feel of like a low stakes derby, a bit similar to the Sheffield United game when we went away to play them a couple of weeks ago. It's a couple of months ago now. Time's flying by in this season. But yeah, it was a bit similar to the energy and the felt of that game. Like the fans, they were staying behind for ages on this game, which is just brilliant. Clapping the players, clapping the manager, which we love to see. Obviously, with this club that is getting the rebuild that it so desperately needs after the state that we've been in for the past 8 years or so. So yeah, it's good to see that. A good, nice 1-0 victory. And we'll move on to Good Friday when we do actually play Cardiff at home. And obviously, if we beat Cardiff, we won't because we're playing at home. But if we beat Cardiff, that'll be another double to tick off after we did beat them away earlier on in the season. So that's it for this video. Make sure that you like and subscribe so you don't miss any other Hull City news and content like this. And also a matchday vlog from Friday's game against Cardiff will be published. So make sure you don't miss any of that by liking and subscribing. But that's it for this video. This has been the Hull City Fan Central YouTube channel. Goodbye.